I've often wondered why some people take pictures of results. Okay, maybe they want to send it to some important friends and family members. I get it, but it looks a little strange sometimes. It's the 2015 Wyoming Track Classic in Casper, starting with the girls' 3,200-meter run. This is Anna Gibson of Jackson with about 4 seconds to spare as the sophomore will cross the finish line first with a time of 11 minutes, 45.75 seconds. Boys' 3,200-meter run. Natrona placed first and second in this race. Jesse Allen had the better time at 10 minutes, 2.08 seconds. His teammate Garrett Condelario was 9.5 seconds behind, but in truth, one was not trying to show up the other. Girls 100-meter hurdles, a bit of a surprise in this race. Second to the right is Taylor Arsaga of Laramie. She was the 5 seed coming in. She would outrun the field and beat her own PR by more than half a second. The winning time was 15.16 seconds. All but one runner in this race was from a 4A school, so this race will be interesting when the state meet comes around. Boys 110-meter hurdles. In the middle, wearing the purple, is Walker Newell of Gillette. He was the man to beat coming into this race, and he would prove why that is true. 14.40 seconds was his time, and he would get the W by 1/3 of a second. Girls 100-meter dash. In the green is Hannah Carter of Kelly Walsh, and perhaps the home track had something to do with it, or she was just ready for this race. 12.38 seconds. She was just getting warmed up because she had a much tougher race later on. Boys 100-meter dash. Here's the speed demon for 2015. Carlos Salcido of Rock Springs, 10.81 seconds. Actually, he's done better than that. And the reason I bring it up is because he missed the meet record by 0.06 seconds. But he did run a really fast race. Girls 1,600-meter run. This was another race where we thought a meet record would be rewritten, but not quite. Sydney Went of Gillette is last year's state champ in this event and last year's cross-country state runner-up. She wins this race in 5 minutes, 14.86 seconds, and had 5 seconds to spare. Boys 1,600-meter run. It's Brody Smith of Cody all by himself by 15 seconds. Last year's 3A cross-country state champ gave it a shot on the meet record. 4 minutes, 21.48 seconds was his time. He did not miss the record by much. He needed to be 0.4 seconds faster to do it. He will have one more chance next year. Now for a few field events. Girls high jump. Ann Wingleth of Lyman up and over 5 feet 4 inches. 2 other competitors also cleared that height, but she did it in fewer tries, so she had the tiebreaker. She is the 2-time 3A state champ, but this year Lyman is a 2A program, so she will have to go for that title. About 5 minutes after that jump, she did this in the long jump. 19 feet 6 1/2 inches, easily outdistancing the meet record she set 2 years ago. Actually, she broke her record twice in this event, and that was the better of the two. Boys shot put. Martin Fitzwater of Lusk, the 2-time 2A state champ. This ended up being his only qualified throw, 56 feet 1 3/4 inches, and that was enough to win. He tossed 62 feet plus the week before, so we thought the meet record might go down, and it did not. He will be back at the state meet, though, to try to challenge the state record, and that is a better prize. Boys pole vault, it's Newell again, launching himself over a 14-foot height for his second win of the day. He is last year's 4A state runner-up in this event, so he will be back in a few weeks to try to claim first. Back to the track. Girls 400-meter dash. In the lead is Kelly Moudry of Gillette, one of 5 runners to run a full lap in less than 1 minute, and she would do it in less than 58 seconds. 57.98 is her new PR, and she still has 3 more weeks to try to top that. Boys 400-meter dash. It's Salcido again, University of New Mexico bound, and he would break one meet record on this day, and this was it. 48.43 seconds, breaks a 2-year record that was at 48.74, and the senior still had another race to run in. Girls 300-meter hurdles. It's Callie Stewart of Cheyenne South. She was the favorite coming in, and she will break her PR by more than 1 second. She would get over the obstacles and win the race with a time of 45.29 seconds. Boys 300-meter hurdles. It was pretty easy to tell who won this event. Chase Anderson of Natrona looked pretty comfortable, and he will also set a new PR by more than 1 second. He got across the line with a time of 38.36 seconds, which is not a bad day of work. Girls 800-meter run. Michaela Waltari of Cody was first with a time of 2 minutes, 16.71 seconds. It's runners like her that have the fillies in position to possibly eight-peat as 3A team state champs later this month. We will see what happens. Boys 800-meter run. Hunter Davila of Kelly Walsh with a new meet record of 1 minute 53.16 seconds, beating the old record by 0.43 seconds. The University of Arizona long-distance runner needed that win, especially with how his cross-country career did not end the way he wanted it to, and he still has a little more work to do. Girls 200-meter dash, this was the closest of all the races. 0.22 seconds separated first from fifth. Look to the right. Carter ended up being the one winning with a time of 25.98 seconds. It was hard to tell from the camera angle, but the photo finish would prove it, and she would win the first place medal. Finally, the boys 200-meter dash. Salcido again going for his third win and maybe another meet record. The Tiger would make it 3 for 3 in his races, 21.86 seconds, but he missed the meet record by 0.12 seconds. He got one record, and he, along with the others, will be back in a few weeks to try to break records at the upcoming state meet.